Imagine being the first human to ever kiss someone. You lean toward another person, bring your face dangerously close to theirs, and press your mouth against the exact opening they use to eat. It sounds strange when you describe it like that. Kissing can spread bacteria and viruses. It makes us vulnerable. And unlike eating, drinking, or breathing, we don't actually need it to survive. Yet, billions of people use kissing to express attraction, love, comfort, respect, and even betrayal. So why did humans start kissing? And who had the first kiss? The honest answer is we'll probably never identify the first two people. Kissing existed long before humans began recording their lives. But we can find the earliest written evidence.
For years, a popular theory claimed that romantic kissing began in South Asia around 3,500 years ago, before spreading to other parts of the world. Then, researchers examined thousands of clay tablets from ancient Mesopotamia, an area covering parts of modern Iraq and Syria. These tablets showed that kissing was already common at least 4,500 years ago. The texts didn't describe kissing as a strange new invention. They treated it as an established part of romance, family affection, and friendship. That means kissing probably didn't begin in one civilization and suddenly spread across the world. It may already have existed in multiple ancient societies. But the origin could be far older than any clay tablet. Chimpanzees and bonobos, two of our closest living relatives, also engage in mouth-to-mouth contact.
Chimpanzees may kiss after conflict, apparently as a way to reconcile. Bonobos use mouth contact in a wider variety of social situations, helping reduce tension and strengthen relationships. A recent evolutionary analysis even proposed that kissing-like behavior may have originated among the ancestors of large apes more than 20 million years ago. If that idea is correct, humans didn't invent kissing at all. We inherited it. But that still leaves a question. Why would evolution preserve such a strange behavior? One possibility begins with something far less romantic: feeding babies. Before blenders, jars of baby food, or formula, caregivers in some societies chewed food and transferred it directly into an infant's mouth. This behavior, known as pre-mastication, could have created a connection between mouth-to-mouth contact, food, safety, and affection.
Over generations, that contact may have developed into a gesture of trust and emotional bonding. It's an interesting theory, but it doesn't explain everything. Another possibility is that kissing functions as a biological inspection. When you kiss someone, you get extremely close to their face. You detect their breath, taste, skin, and scent. Without consciously realizing it, you may be collecting information about their health and compatibility. Researchers call this the mate assessment hypothesis. It proposes that kissing helps us evaluate a potential partner before making a larger emotional or reproductive commitment. That could explain why one unpleasant kiss can instantly change how someone feels about a person, even when they found that person attractive only seconds earlier. Your conscious mind may be thinking, that kiss was bad, but your brain could be responding to dozens of subtle sensory signals.
Then there is the pair bonding hypothesis. Kissing may help create and maintain emotional attachment between partners. Studies have found relationships between kissing frequency, satisfaction with kissing, and reported relationship quality. In this view, kissing isn't only an audition, it's maintenance. A repeated signal that says, you are safe, you are close to me, we still belong together. But here's the twist. Romantic kissing is not universal. Researchers examining cultures around the world have found that some societies rarely or never practice romantic mouth-to-mouth kissing. Some cultures have historically considered it unpleasant, unnecessary, or simply strange. That's important because if kissing were a completely automatic human instinct, we would expect every society to do it. Instead, kissing appears to be a mixture of biology and culture.
Humans may have a deep evolutionary tendency toward close facial contact, but cultures decide whether that contact becomes romantic, friendly, ceremonial, or avoided entirely. And kissing comes with a serious downside: disease. Mouth-to-mouth contact can help pathogens move between people. Ancient Mesopotamian medical texts may even contain descriptions consistent with illnesses that produced sores around the mouth. Of course, ancient people didn't understand viruses the way we do, but they could observe that intimate contact sometimes came with consequences. So kissing presents an evolutionary trade-off. It can expose us to disease, but it may also help us evaluate partners, build trust, repair relationships, and strengthen emotional bonds. Perhaps that risk is part of what gives a kiss its meaning. You don't usually kiss everyone you meet.
You reserve it for people who have crossed an invisible boundary, from stranger to trusted person, from friend to partner, or from partner to someone you love. So, who invented kissing? Probably no one. It may have begun millions of years before written history, emerging from feeding, grooming, bonding, or mate selection. Ancient civilizations didn't create it, they simply became the first to leave us evidence of it. The first kiss may never have looked romantic. It may have been a mother feeding a child, two primates repairing a conflict, or two ancient humans discovering that closeness could communicate something words could not. And millions of years later, we're still doing it. Not because we need kissing to stay alive, but perhaps because it helps make life feel worth living.